Hey, you guys, shalom. Shalom, shalom. And shalom means what? It means peace, God's peace. Shalom, you guys. I wanted to have a quick conversation. A quick conversation. I was gonna go live tonight, but I went live earlier. That's enough of YouTube for me. I'm gonna do this, upload a couple shorts, and then watch a Netflix movie. And I'm gonna lotion my legs and my feet really good with y'all. The best lotion to use is Queen Helene cocoa butter. You put that on you, you won't be ashy for another day in your life. So I'm gonna rub those on my legs, rub those on my feet so they can get nice and moisturized again. And I'm gonna be watching the movie and rubbing my feet together. Okay. So I decided was listening to something with Triple, and Triple was on the panel. And at the time, I was listening to everybody on the panel. I wasn't really listening to what Triple was saying. If you understand what I'm saying, there were a lot of people on the panel, and but I did realize this time because I rewatch things. I rewatch things to get things from it. Everybody in my life I learned something from. So I realized when she would say something, people would stop and listen. And I stopped and listened. I listened to what Triple was saying. And you guys, what Triple was saying was powerful. It was powerful. I felt it powerful enough that I felt it in my soul. I went out with my friends. They said, "There's something different about you." I said, "Yeah, I was listening to a friend of mine. She said something, and it really changed. It changed something in me. It changed my way of thinking about certain things. Not everything, certain things. Not anything about YouTube, but really about life." And I have had conversations with Triple on the phone, and we talk about things about life. Triple is one of those people. You guys will always hear me say it, but I'm very attracted to otherworldly people. I don't know what it means. I'm a Christian. I definitely have experiences where I've talked to somebody on the phone. I saw when they were on the phone, I imagined what they look like, and when I've met them, they looked exactly like what I imagined they look like. No lie. I remember when I graduated from nursing school. I was accepted to do a interview. I want to say in a city that was like 2 hours away from where I lived, because I lived in the country, and I'm not a country girl. The country is very black and white. When I say black and white, I mean people. It's very black and white. Where I lived, it was very black and white. It was very boring. I like the city where there's a lot of I love different nationalities, and the different food and different things to see. And I like to wear nice clothes and dress up and be glamorous. And I love everything about the city, even the strolls. Nice strolls in the park. I love it. I love it. And so even though my mom and dad probably wanted me to live with them forever, I was like, no, let me go to this interview 2 hours away. And I keep on telling Triple this, like I haven't told. She's like, girl, you told me this before. But anyways, I was talking to the lady. And as I was talking to the lady, it's like an image of her came into my mind. And when I went to the interview and I saw her, and I was just like, why does she, how I don't understand I don't understand why I experienced this, and I don't know if it's a gift, because what gift would it be? Because it's happened so much. But it's just like, I mean, maybe I met, maybe, I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. It's like I've met these people before. It's really, really weird. But I do know I'm also one of those people who I do know, that God doesn't operate in time and space. Time doesn't apply to him. Space doesn't apply to him. And I think that if maybe you don't really have to be like burning in the spirit and burning and on fire for the Lord. Maybe it can just be you have a natural, or just you're in a really good mental, emotional, physical state, and things happen, and the Lord, allows those things to happen. I don't know. I'm a Christian, but I've definitely had these. I've definitely had like talking to somebody, and when I meet them, they look like the image I had in my head. And it's not like, oh, I talked to somebody with an accent, and it's not like they look like the exact image in my head, and I'm just like, okay, it's happened a lot, not all the time. I've talked to people and I don't know what I meet them, and I'm like, oh, okay, well, I don't know, I probably haven't met you before. I'm in a past life or whatever. I don't know. You're part of my new life. Anyways, Triple and I have talked about a lot of things. And so anyways, like I said, I'm very, like, when it comes to my friends, like, I kind of get, mad easily. So for some reason, Triple said something about another content creator. I'm not going to say her name. No, I'm not. It doesn't matter if I say her name. Her initials are LL. So, Triple had said something about LL, and I didn't know that she did. All I know is I watched both of them, and then I watched LL, and she was talking about somebody, and I was like, wait a minute, she's talking about Triple. So she was talking about Triple. And I remember so Triple responded, but it was like a soft response. It was like okay, I heard you, I'm done with this. Don't play with me. I'm not the one. You got your licking. That's it. It's good. It's good. But for me, I was just like, oh no. So after Triple did her live, under her live, I'm like going off. I'm like going off, which is stupid. I should have been going off under LL lives because she was the one that talked about Triple. But I was like going off, going in, like, well, this lady is talking about you. Why was you talking about blah, 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 blah. I was going in. Triple never answered. Triple never said anything to what I put underneath her chat. She never said anything. And let me tell you something else. So Triple, she will, if you email her and you're interested in something and she's interested in it, she'll talk about it. She will talk about it. If you send her videos and stuff like that, she'll discuss it and she'll go over it. She does it at her own time. She wears many hats. She works. She goes to school. She's a mom. She's a great mom. She's great at everything that she does, actually. So, oh my goodness. I'm literally gonna make a compilation of me talking and like forgetting what I'm talking about in the middle of a sentence. Anyways, so if you email her, call her, talk about certain things, she'll talk about certain things with you. So I emailed her and I wanted her to talk about something messy so that I can be in the chat being messy. I'm just being real, you guys. I wanted her to talk about those things so I could be messy in the chat. And I had talked about it, and somebody else had said, "Yeah, I want you to talk about it too." And Triple had lives, we talked or whatever, blah blah. So I thought, okay, maybe she, didn't, see it, so I put it in there again. And then I realized she's not gonna do a live on. And I actually, I'm not gonna say what live it is. It wasn't a long live, but I actually did the live myself. And I realized that she wasn't going to do a messy live because that's not her. If she wanted to do a messy live for herself, she was, but she wasn't going to do a messy live just for me to be messy, because that's not her integrity. She has integrity. She definitely will read you down. Don't get me wrong. She will read you down. I have told Triple before, sometimes I post things and I'm like, I know Triple would flame me, but it's funny because I probably would laugh. I'm like, oh my goodness, I know Triple would flame me. So she didn't do the live. I ended up doing the live, and wasn't even as messy as I was gonna be. So, good looking Triple. So I went off. Triple didn't say a word to me. So next day, the LL comes on and she goes live. So I'm looking at the live to see. I thought, oh, she's gonna be talking. Maybe she's gonna rebuttal. No, she started talking about something else. Next thing I know, here come Triple in the live. Hey y'all, hi, hey y'all, how you doing? Hey LL, how you doing? How everybody kissing kids, kissing grandbabies. Making plates for people, grilling chicken, selling hair wax, you know what I'm saying? Blowing kisses, mwah, 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 hugging, you know what I'm saying? Just friendly, just in there having the time of her life. As everybody speaking of Triple, everybody was like, whatever happened. That's our girl. That's our girl. Triple was in the live making jerk chicken, oxtails, selling plates for $12. Hey y'all, I got lemon cake. Triple was, she was in there, you know what I'm saying? High-fiving people, doing the special handshakes. I said, look at this girl. I said, do y'all know how mad I was? I was like, why didn't you tell me that it wasn't that serious? I would have erased that and not had that on the thing. I was mad because I really thought that this girl was going in on her and it was going to be a thing. I was like, I got so mad at her, I literally stopped talking to her for, I think, like a month. I was so upset because I was like, if I knew it wasn't that big, like, I wouldn't have gone off like that. And it was shame on me. Shame on me for going off. I would just, like, don't talk about my sister. That's how I was. But it was just, it's funny now because it was like nothing happened. And I think that's cool. I think it's cool that they both got off what they wanted to get off. And it was the next day she was like, hey girl. They both were like, hey girl. They both, shouted each other out. I also want to say Triple, when it comes to Triple, she does things the way she wants to do things. Period. She does things the way she wants to do things. And when Triple does things, she does it by herself. She is an entity of herself. She is not part of a group. She's never been part of a group, and she's never asked to be part of a group, and has never been part of a group. She's always been Triple. Now, if somebody was saying something about her, and then they took up for her, she appreciates it. She'll get on the panel. She'll shout you out and stuff like that. But that doesn't mean that y'all are a group. It just means that you helped her out, or you said something nice or whatever, and she appreciates it. And she does. She appreciates it, and she will show you that she appreciates it. But Triple does what she wants to do. But I just thought I would come and tell y'all that. I was like, And then finally, like, finally I was like, I couldn't stay awake, because like I would watch her and I'd be like laughing and cracking up, and I missed her. I really missed her. We weren't really talking on the phone that much then, but I was always in her chats and stuff. I was her moderator. I really, 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 really had missed my girl. I missed my sis, and so I started talking again. She was like, "Girl, where you been?" And I was like, "You should have told me that when you went blah, 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 blah." She was like, "Yeah, it's not that serious." I was like, and actually somebody had, another person had come under mine. No, somebody came under my thing, whatever, and said something or whatever. I don't care. I didn't care then. I don't care now. Anyways, I just thought that was funny. I shout out to my girl Triple. That's my sis. That's my friend. That's part of my family. I pray for her. Always wish the best for her. She's doing it. She's doing the do. She's out doing the doer. She's doing the do. That's my sister. She's a great mom. She works. She goes to school. She's a great person to talk to if you want the real. She's a real person. She's not going to give you no fluff, no marshmallow, no nothing like that. She's going to give it to you real. And that's why I like talking to her, because she'll talk you out. She will talk you down from doing something stupid. She really will. She really will. And she's really saved me from, from doing something stupid. You know what I mean? In life. I got to say in life, because people might think that just in YouTube. You guys like my roses? I bought them for myself a couple of days ago. How long did I buy them for? They still look good. They still look really good. Y'all make sure, y'all ladies, when you leave the house, make sure you smell like a rose. Make sure you smell nice and fresh. Anyways, yeah, that's it. I just thought it was funny. I was like so mad, and then Triple was in the chat the next day. It was interesting. It was interesting. It was cool. It's cool. Anyways, I am going to do what I said I was going to do. Love you, Triple. Love you, sis. I pray for you. I wish the best for you always. You're wise beyond words. You're very otherworldly. I love that. I love having conversations with you. Always support you in any way I can. And girl, let's get it. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's go. You feel me? You feel me? Bye, y'all. Shalom.